Welcome to Nintendo Ninja News. I'm your host, Chris Tysus, and we're here to talk about the PlayStation 5 Pro. Yes, I know it's a Nintendo channel, but sometimes we do look at what other people are doing. And we're basically going to have a bit of a big laugh about this PlayStation 5. Um, it's probably the most unnecessary console that I've ever seen. A lot of the presentation that they showed off about it, they just presented it not too long ago, talks about, you know, AI enhancements, better ray tracing, a bigger, I think, GPU or CPU. And they showed off a lot of existing games that will look and run better, such as, the backgrounds will look shiny and prettier at 60 frames per second, which is okay. That's pretty cool, I guess. Um, Unfortunately, it's come in at $700 US dollars. Here in Australia, it is going to cost you $1,052 with pre orders happening on September the 26th, and it doesn't even come with a disk drive. So if you want that, that's going to be an extra 100, 150. You're looking at $1,200 to get the whole thing. And God forbid if you want a second controller and you've been sort of been waiting on the fence to get a PlayStation 5 and thinking maybe the Pro will be good. But this is so unnecessary. So it comes with a 2 terabyte SSD. I guess that's not too bad. It comes with Wi Fi 7, which is pretty cool. Um, Basically, he talks about fidelity or performance. They're trying to merge those two modes together. So larger GPU, okay, there it is. Advanced ray tracing and AI driven upscaling. So it will render things up to 45% faster, advanced ray tracing at double or triple the speeds. So 28% faster memory. And look, all this seems nice and impressive when you do that sort of thing. And apparently, what is it? The PS5 Pro Game Boost can be applied to 8,500 compatible PS5 games. Okay, which is not too bad. Played on the PS4 Pro to improve or stabilize performances of both PS4 and PS5 games. And look, better graphics and better stuff is nice, but I feel like this is really unnecessary. I'm not really seeing a point in this console, and the price tag is just too high, especially when we're dealing with a cost of living crisis. Every country is having problems with that, and dropping $1,000 shiny toy console is just not going to work in this day and age, and that's a bit of a shame if you think about it. It's just doesn't feel like it's worth it. I think if you don't have a PlayStation, you should just get a Nintendo console. No, 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 no. If you really want a PlayStation, just stick to the original. Um, and if you are only digital, you don't care about physical copies, just get the digital model. Or better yet, go find a second hand model. It might not be that bad. You might save $100 off it. And you could save that money for buying a couple games or getting a second controller if you have a partner or a family or things like that. So for me, this is a big lull. This is going to help Nintendo a little bit out with the Switch 2 reveal if it happens this month or next month or whenever that happens. So yeah, $1,000 console versus a new generation Nintendo console. I think people are going to be going for that Nintendo console for its variety and games that anyone can play and enjoy. So I'm not too worried about what Sony is doing. Who is it for apart from the super enthusiastic hardcore players? I don't really know. You might as well buy a PC. Yeah, it's getting to that point, isn't it? So, haha, Sony. We don't do too much console, bagging, but and don't worry, Microsoft. One day I'll talk about you and your absolute rubbish that you've been putting out. But yeah, for Sony, very strange. Fortnite going from Concord, which that was a game that failed within 2 weeks, to Astrobot, which is an amazing game. That's one shining light from Sony, to the most overpriced console that I've ever seen in my life. Pretty amazing stuff. So let me know in the comments what you think. That's it for me, and I shall see you next time.